What's up, world? Welcome to a new episode of the Brandon Janeau Show. As you already know, I am Brandon Janeau. And as you also know, I am a brand ambassador for my family at Urban Boulevard. That is Urban Boulevard, BLVD.co is the social media pages, and .us is the website. If you find anything, you find any of their amazing apparel to your standards, you want to buy it, buy it. Use the code Brandon.30 for 30% off of that purchase, and I hope you guys enjoy that. Um, so let's get into the show. Um, so um, I was supposed to do this Tuesday. I was supposed to do this Tuesday. Um, but things came about. Ended up not. I did one podcast, then ended up doing another podcast. The other podcast, I got a chance to do something I've been thinking of, an idea I've been thinking of for a while, and actually came to fruition. Um, so thank you to my family, Pillow Talk with the T, Grown Ass Folk, Meet the Toddlers podcast, RSA, what the shit. Go follow their amazing podcast. They are incredible, incredible. Not just podcasters, but people, man. And so you guys, thank you for always, coming through and doing crazy shit with me. Uh, and we did a show called The Panel, and it's the first show. First, I did it, and I might record those. I might have to record those because it was way more fun. And doing it on Instagram Live, you can only hold so many people on Instagram Live. So I like it. I like doing it on uh, Zoom. It's way way better. Um, but but like I said, that was a show I was just kicking around for a while, and to finally do it with my family in this podcast world um, is what I want to talk about. When I was getting closer to my 200 episode, I had anxiety and I had a lot of self doubt and self confidence. Uh, self confidence kind of more so just downplaying, like you don't really have nothing left to really do, nothing left to really say in podcast spectrums. So what are you really gonna do? And after the 200 episode, I've been more open with thoughts in creative spaces and just knowing that I'm not in this by myself. I think that's the problem with me sometimes. Is like I'm still trying to figure out if I'm in this by myself, and I'm not. I do I do solo episodes, of course, like always, but I'm not by myself. And Tuesday nights prove that. If you ever been on one of my shows on Tuesday nights or even Saturday when we do jam sessions, the energy is always on a different level. And it's way different than you just doing this or even doing when I do interviews, with people because, outside of doing it with podcasters, um, the interview spaces, you gotta be, how can I say that? You gotta make sure the person you're interviewing is comfortable enough to be open with the conversation, and two, you gotta be very forthcoming with how you wanna base your interview. But when you do something like what I do, when you do the panel or the top 10 list, you know, it's fun, it's enjoyable. It's yes, it's still a recording, but I don't think you give a fuck. I don't. I can say that I don't. I get a chance to like be around my family and they get to talk they shit. And the panel is way different than the top 10. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell anybody that the panel is way different than the top 10. Because top 10 we're listing shit. In the panel is just everybody's got their own excuse me, the panel, I say, a topic. The topic for this week is going to be this, and then we can break it off into different sections and talk about other things with that particular thing, like we did, on the first episode that we ever did. Um, but like that was the fun part of it, and it's the creative space that I get the chance to like do it in. And why is this such a big thing for me? And like I said earlier, before I got to my 200 episode, approaching it, I started getting worried. I started like, damn, do I even have anything left to say? Is there anything I've left to do? And I've created a whole nother show. I've figured out a way to make the Brandon Janu Show solo episodes more expanding. Now I'm doing a wrestling, segment every other week. Brandon Janu Show Wrestling Wars, um, which I've been doing it for a while, but now it's officially a thing. I'm going to be doing more music. I love to talk about music, so I'm gonna be doing that by myself. Life and Times with Music. You know what I'm saying? Brandon's new show, Life and Times with Music. So that's coming. You know, I was actually supposed to do an episode, but ended up doing a panel, which kind of works out for it. But even that, in a sense, you know what I'm saying? Um, so I found ways to kind of do that. Even my podcast interviews. I'm about to start re-interviewing podcasters. In season 6. Because I think it's time for me to sit back and kind of take notes again on podcasting. Certain podcasters that I haven't gotten a chance to sit down and talk to. You know, certain podcasters I've had a chance to talk to, but I think the interview will be a little bit different because now we're a little. It's been a little longer that we've known each other. Now I've seen them grow. They've seen me grow. I'm better at kind of doing interviews now and everything like that. And of course, like always, I'm still co-host with my brother Juan on All Sports Talk and our sports podcast, Jack's Wild. And we're about to start doing. It's football season is about to ramp up literally next week. Next Thursday is the first preseason game, and football will be back officially back until February. So that's a massive thing. So that's coming soon. We're about to start doing our weekly picks for that. I'm looking super forward to that. We haven't done that in a while. Also, uh, of course, Dark Therapy Sessions. Me and my brother R said, by the way, we got a Patreon, Dark Therapy Sessions, and also social media page, Dark Therapy Session. I still co-host on my brother Courtney's show, Smoking Reviews. That's coming back soon. My brother's dealing with some life hit him, so I 100% understand that. You know what I'm saying? Prayers up for him always. You know what I'm saying? When he's ready, we're gonna be back doing that. Um, and it's just that, man. And I love that. You know what I'm saying? I love that I get a chance to work with so many different people, so many different things. I mean, yesterday I wish today I feel better, but yesterday, man, I was like, phew, I got hit by a tank. And I haven't been feeling well the last couple of days, but yesterday it finally like crashed on me. It finally, caught up to me. Um, you know, I don't know. It wasn't COVID, and it wasn't the flu. It was just like a sinus infection, I guess, and it fucked me up. It fucked me up good. So I couldn't do my brother DC's 2-year anniversary show. Which congratulations, my brother, on that. What the shit podcast? Go listen to it. Incredible, incredible podcast. I've been on it a couple times. I'm very fortunate and blessed every time I get a chance to do it. So thank you. It's just stuff like that, man. I love being around creative minds and creative people and people that want to push, themselves, not just, the content, but themselves. Which brings me into creating shit. And the panel is one thing. One thing that's one example. The wrestling wars. There's another thing. Me and my people were talking, me and my family were talking after the recording. We were just talking about shit going on in this thing. And I've been very. I've said it on my 200 episodes. A lot of people that at the beginning of my podcast journey, you know, I was kind of one foot in, one foot out when it came to a lot of the situations in this podcast world. But as the years have grown, I've been doing it for now almost close to 3 years in September. I found out my year two who I could trust in certain circles and who I could easily bring on, and it wouldn't be any you know problems when it comes to creating, or even just talking. You know what I'm saying? Don't have to be on a recording. We could just talk. Like Saturday nights, we just listen to music and talk. We don't even like record. We just laugh at shit, and it's so crazy because none of us have all met each other. But it's the funniest thing is the fact that we've never met each other physically, but it's the fact that it's like that's family. You can tell. And and even in this podcast world, you have certain people come up and like me, I'm a creative person. So every time I come up with an idea, sometimes I bet 1,000, sometimes that shit. And here's the thing, I don't even think I bet 1,000. I just see the reactions of people. Like I posted the first clip from the panel today. It was just literally RSA just fucking around with his intro. Like, and it's just that the reaction of just that is like that's what I love. I love that. You know what I'm saying? It's that. You know what I'm saying? And you got certain you know podcasters that would love to come and do things with me, but I learned a long time ago. At certain times, I can't put everybody on my shows especially when it's a group thing, because they're not used to being just a part of the group. They're used to being the superstar of the group, and it's cool. But I know who can I put on and who can I not. And it's a lot of things like that, man. There's a lot of things like that. Creativity is the hardest thing. It's the easiest, but it's also the hardest thing because somebody like me that overthinks every day and has 20 different fucking thoughts every day, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, it floods out and it becomes something new, like the panel. And one day I'm gonna strike the fuck out. I'm gonna have an idea and the shit just not gonna play good. Like the shit just not gonna be good. I know it's coming. It's coming eventually. I can't wait for that day. Actually, to be honest with you. But the panel works, I guess, because everybody's like, I loved it. It was amazing. The energy was incredible and it was something different. And I love that. You know what I'm saying? I want them to that's the one thing about my me. Whatever makes my job easier is always great with me. So if it's like Tuesday nights and all I gotta do is throw out a topic and everybody just jumps on the topic, that's perfect for me. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the beauty of it, man. A lot of things about this podcast community, creativity is like I said, it's a man, creativity is such a beautiful thing if you can do it. And I learned a long time ago there's certain people on I want in my circle, and there's certain people that I appreciate you for appreciating my circle, but it's not for you. It's like it's not for you. You can appreciate it, you can look at it, you be like, yo, that shit's fire. But I'm not gonna put you back in that situation because I know how life goes. I know how this already moves. I know how people react to shit. So, I love what I do. I love even more that I get a chance to do it with people that I generally respect and have learned how to have loyalty and straight love for people like that. You know what I'm saying? For them to take a chance on an idea. Because I literally just put it in the group text. I was like, I was literally like, yeah, I got a show I've been thinking of, but it's called the panel, and they're like, what the fuck is that? And I was like, and they was like, what is that? What was that? And I was like, well, and I sent them the link, and they came in, and we did it, and clipping it still has the same energy of the top 10 list. It's so crazy. It's just like I hope you guys enjoy it when it comes out Sunday. Um, but man, it's one of those, man. having a creative mind is a it's an interesting thing, man. Like I said, you believe in it, but you don't know if it's gonna work until you see it, and it's a beautiful feeling. So I hope, like I said, I hope you guys enjoy it when it comes out, and I got an episode coming out tonight, and I think it's one of those personal episodes I like to do a lot. Um, and hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.